Hello everyone and welcome back to another travel adventure. Today we'll be exploring the beautiful island of Hawaii, specifically the main island of Oahu and what makes the island so special. So let's get into the video. So welcome to the part 2 of my Oahu vlog. If you haven't seen the part 1 yet, I've linked it in the description, so make sure to check it out before diving into this one. Now to continue our Hawaiian adventure, today we'll be heading to the famous Kualoa Ranch. So there are so many activities to choose from, like the horse ride, bus tour, but we went with the UTV tour, which means that we'll be riding through the forest and valleys. What makes this place even special is that it has been a filming location for some of your most popular iconic movies, including Jumanji, Jurassic World, King Kong, Jurassic Park, 50 First Dates, and so many more. So let's gear up and explore the magic of Oahu. Kualoa Ranch! So we made a second stop at this location where we get to see how some of the movies were done in these specific areas. It was so cool to see. One big highlight that you don't want to miss at the Kualoa Ranch is the local food. We stopped by Auntie Pat's Cafe and Grill, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint at all. We tried the spicy garlic chicken and the lokomoko, and both were a solid 10 over 10. So if you ever find yourself in Kualoa Ranch, definitely try to stop by Auntie Pat's and you would definitely thank me later. On that note, it's time for our second activity for the day, that is the scuba diving. This was actually my very first ever time scuba diving experience, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was pretty nervous at first, but we picked a beginner friendly package which included a short practice section before we went into the main water. And the guys were super friendly and very kind to us, made us feel really comfortable the whole time that we were there. Didn't go too deep, it was just around 20 feet, which was really perfect for us as beginners, and honestly I enjoyed it. I felt like I was a little fish exploring the whole new world. Now let's get in. So just 15 minutes after the scuba diving, it was time for our next adventure, parasailing. Luckily, the meeting point was still Ala Moana, so we didn't have to rush or worry about being late. Back-to-back adventures, right? Yes, please. Let's get ready to fly. So we quickly grabbed dinner from Paia Fish Market. Guys, let me tell you, their ahi tuna is bomb. It was so good. I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. So we decided to explore downtown Honolulu afterwards to soak in the vibrant energy and the nightlife. Good morning. So today's activity isn't your regular adventure. We are going skydiving. Yes, skydiving. And this was my very first time ever. I was super nervous, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. And to even make things more interesting, we actually missed our tour bus, so we had to drive an hour to get there since it is located at the outskirts of Honolulu. But hey, the drive made it even more memorable. Let's jump into this once in a lifetime experience, literally. Good, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, what are you most excited about?
Adrenaline, thanks million. That was amazing.
Crushed it. Thanks for coming to Go Jump Hawaii.
Thank you
Awesome
so
job.
much. You guys are so awesome.
Okay.
I survived. I know you're probably thinking, Anastasia, aren't you tired by now? But nope, not yet. I'll sleep right when I get home. So next up on our adventure list is the Atlantic Submarine Tour. But here's the thing. This was about the same time the submersible implosion incident had happened. So I was definitely a little nervous going into this one. But I was like, hey, I would have to be brave and go for it. And I'm so glad that I did. So let's dive underwater one more time, but this time around with a submarine.
the surface. Can we get a new for an excellent dive today? The world's first legally blind pilot.
Okay, so you know what time it is. Right after the submarine experience, we kept the adventure going and jumped straight into jet skiing. At this point, our adrenaline was high and the vibes were even higher. Let's jump on the water. So we took a drive all the way to Wainea to visit one of the most Instagram must-see spot, the Mermaid caves, and it was 100% worth the drive. You can find the caves at the Kalaniana Ole Beach Park. I apologize in advance if I'm not saying it right. You can find the cave at about 300 feet from the shore. It is such a beautiful and peaceful spot with a very crystal clear water and cool cave views. Plus the beach itself is very family friendly, so it is a very great spot to relax and explore. Definitely a hidden gem in Oahu. So we originally planned to have a dinner at this fancy restaurant, but we quickly made a U-turn and headed straight to Blue Ocean food trucks instead. Because honestly, what is Hawaii trip without local food? Sometimes the best meals come from the most unexpected places, and this was definitely one of them. It didn't disappoint. So if you're ever in Oahu, make sure to check it out. Since we hadn't really had time to explore the nightlife of Oahu, we decided to make the most out of our last night by checking out some of the hidden corners of Waikiki. It was the perfect way to soak in the energy, light, and the vibe of the city before saying our final goodbye. And that's how we spent our time in Oahu. Overall, I'll give this trip a 10 out of 10. It was definitely worth the hype. If you notice, we didn't really get much time to explore the beautiful beaches, so you already know we'll definitely come back for that. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed until the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep sharing more of these beautiful adventures with you. And also make sure to check my next video where we'll visit the stunning island of Kauai. Until next time, peace and aloha. Mahalo.